So about 4 years ago, I made this series of travel videos with my family about how I was planning on leaving Hollywood and finding somewhere better to live. Well, a very popular streaming service reached out, hoping to acquire the series. They loved the travel, the low budget, and especially the family angle. But they had a couple of concerns.
Yeah, Zach, the network loves it.
Okay.
We just want to see your family as a bit more diverse.
Wait, what do you mean diverse? I mean, I'm married, dude, with kids.
Right. So we want to replace your wife.
What?
We just think the family is a bit too white for our upcoming slate. We have a couple of actresses with whom we have deals here at the network that we think would be a nice fit for your show. Are you familiar with Stacey Dash?
Yeah.
She comes with a political demographic that we think would be a perfect carryover to your show.
So you want to recast my wife?
And your kids. We just think that a diverse family is a better look for us. And it's way more woke.
What if I say no?
Well, there are a couple of mom bloggers that I got a Zoom call with later today. Are you familiar with the momfluencers? I can't parent today, pass the Chardonnay. Hysterical. I mean, but look, you're our first choice, Zach. We love you. We love you. Family, meh. We love you.
Needless to say, I didn't take the deal. And I'm still here in Los Angeles. And things are just getting worse. Crime is through the roof. Gas is $7 to $10 a gallon, and I had to move into this apartment building. It's time to start exploring new options. I saw this headline and asked my wife if maybe we should check out Germany.
Have fun.
So instead, we settled on Croatia. My name is Zach Selwyn. I'm just looking for a better place to raise my family. So each week, I'm running up my credit card bills and scouting out my future home. Who knows where I'll end up? I'm out of here, man. Croatia is known for its beautiful beaches, warm, friendly residents, and Los Angeles Clippers player Ivica Zubac. Okay, so look, the last time we went to Greece, my son just tried to track down Giannis Antetokounmpo, but now since the only current Croatian player in the NBA is Ivica Zubac, I thought maybe he'd want to find out where, he came from. Yo, we're going to Croatia, dude. We're going to see where Ivica Zubac was born. Sadly, he didn't even want to be in this video. I was beginning to think that maybe I should have recast my family. In the meantime, remember how my daughter kept asking for a puppy in the last episode? Well, she finally got the dog she wanted over COVID. He's a peaceful little dude. To tell you the truth, I was actually happy to get away from the rabid psycho. My daughter was just excited to travel and began making up songs about leaving for the airport 11 hours before our flight took off.
Can we call an Uber so we can maneuver? Can we go to the airport? Because our flight is not short.
Bars! One thing we were both concerned about was if Croatia had any pickles. We're like a jar a day kind of family. I mean, look at this. This is her bedroom.
Dad, are they gonna have pickles in Croatia?
I hope so. My wife was excited to travel again as well, but there was one catch for me this vacation. I have a new job and have to work remotely while traveling, and my boss sometimes gives me tough-to-tackle assignments.
I need you to call Bradley Cooper and get him to be in this podcast we're doing, and you have to, it's kind of timely, so you just got to get it done.
Yeah, I mean, any idea how I get in touch with him, or?
I don't, if that would be me doing my job for you. So, no, that's you. Cooper, get it done. Good luck. Best to your corny family.
So we said goodbye to the dog.
Don't kill anybody, okay?
Of course, I overpacked. I just don't get why I can't take this.
You can't.
I mean, we're going to be on a beach. I need to have some sort of abs.
Put it down. Put it down.
And we went to the airport. Meet me. I got my favorite magazine. Then I grabbed my favorite plane snack, Bugles. Look, America's finger hat, baby. That's what they call you.
Idiot.
About 10 hours later, we landed in the Croatian city of Dubrovnik, which is a big town that has recently become so famous for being the home of the walled city in the HBO show Game of Thrones.
Dragons do not do well in captivity. That's what I do. I drink and I know things.
And yeah, you can drink beer all day here. Before we got started though, I had to get some language down from the locals. Okay, I need to learn this in every country I visit. How do I say thank you in Croatian?
Hvala.
Abdallah?
Hvala.
Kavala.
Hvala.
Not koala.
No, hvala.
How do you spell it?
H-V-A-L-H.
HV Chavala.
Hvala.
Well, Chavala.
Hvala.
How do I say how much for the services of a young woman? Just kidding.
Hvala.
Chavala, yeah. One thing I noticed about Croatia versus Los Angeles was the lack of graffiti. Check out this video I filmed driving to LAX just 2 days ago. Yeah, after 3 days in Dubrovnik, this was the only graffiti I saw anywhere. APAP. Which, after searching WebMD, stands for Automatic Positive Airway Pressure. Do I have cancer? What I was most excited for was the food. And let me tell you, at first, it wasn't going well. You see this sandwich? I paid 7 kuna for that. Kuna is the local currency, by the way. Now, one of the coolest things we did was check out the famous Buza bar in the old city. It's a literal hole in the wall, where you climb through the stone and get to one of the most fascinating and beautiful places I have ever had the pleasure of drinking.
It's 11 in the morning.
The really fun thing about this bar is that you can cliff dive into the Adriatic Sea after you get buzzed. Drinking and cliff diving, what can go wrong? I still wasn't convinced if Croatia could be the kind of place I could move, however. For one, I was having trouble with all the little symbols they have over their letter C. It's between like K, Ch, and Ts. So with the V is a Ch, 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 Ch. And then the hash on the C is Ch, 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 Ch. What's a Ts?
Ts is C. C is normal C. And with one is Ch, with V is Ch.
In LA, you smell weed every single place you go, from the grocery store to the park to my house, basically. Here, I have not smelled it outdoors once. Do people not think I party, bro? The problem was in trying to figure out how much we owed at every dinner, especially when you're splitting checks like between 6 people. This conversation right here took 42 minutes. You guys are still going with it?
Stop it. What I got? 85 each? Yeah. Really? Are you sure? Really? Yeah. How much was it?
How many Croatian kuna?
So it's 9.10, but
$10.
no, for you and I.
Right,
So,
divided by 2.
yeah. So if you go,
Divided by 2.
Jesus, this has been an hour and a half discussion.
9.10. I
Divide
don't
that
know.
Did you get it?
7,
Hold on, 455.
65.
I'm confused.
I think it's about 7 is like the exchange.
much to do.
Post up! How much is a million kunas?
Honey.
Mila Kunis! I still wasn't convinced about Croatia being my new home, so I sat down with one of the locals and asked some questions.
My name is Dravka,
How do you spell that?
Zdravka, which means, like, let's say in English, I'm the healthy one.
You're the healthy one.
Yeah, I'm the
I'm
healthy
not the healthy one.
Oh, yeah.
How's the education here?
Primary school 8 years and then high school 4 years.
Okay, I did high school 6 years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What about healthcare in general? Is it affordable?
Here also we have, let's say, private clinics and things like that. It's not so expensive like in your country.
One of the girls in our party fell off her bicycle and had to get stitches. After the whole operation and the hospital visit, it cost her about $35. 2 years ago, I got drunk and fell out of an Uber. Here was my hospital bill.
I see monsters on vacation.
We spent one last night in our Airbnb in Dubrovnik before a bomb exploded at 7 in the morning. Well, no, it was an end of school, beginning of summer kids party. Sorry, LA's doing this to me. If all goes to plan, the kingdom will be mine by morning.
Is this the holy water of Jesus Christ?
Yes.
You are blessed for life.
Not bad. Finally, we got off the mainland and headed to the islands. Our second stop was an island called Brac, and it was gorgeous.
We made it to our private cove, which this is not as nice as Venice Beach. Once again, I'm taking my $1,000 iPhone 35 feet deep in the water without protection. Smart. It's a good way to go. Oh, God.
Just when I was beginning to think I would never have to deal with the stress of Hollywood ever again, at 3 a.m. I had to send a follow-up email to Bradley Cooper.
Hey, Bradley. Zach Selwyn here, following up to see if you had a chance to review our scripted podcast, Secondhand Chihuahua. Big fan. Please reach out at your earliest convenience. Oh.
The host at our Airbnb was a very kind man.
What's your name?
Stanko.
Stanko?
Yeah, that's right.
That's a good name.
Well, thank you. I don't like it not that much.
All right, we made it to Brac. Brac? Like Luka Doncic?
Of course. And Dražen Petrovic.
Dražen Petrovic. He was from Croatia, right?
That's right.
All right, best player ever from Croatia, NBA.
Dražen Petrovic.
You think Dražen?
Dražen, yeah.
More than Tony Kukoc?
Tony Kukoc has more, I would say,
Hell? All right, man. Well, thanks for welcoming us to your house. One thing Brac is famous for is its white stone. They call it Brac rock, which sounds like crotch rot.
In reality, Brac stone is so revered around the world, it was famously used to build the White House, as well as this horse at a P.F. Chang's restaurant in Gainesville, Florida. One of the most exciting moments was when my daughter found some pickles.
Dad, look what I found at the market.
Pickles. Wait, don't open over here. All right, it's the Great Pickle Challenge of Croatia. You ready? Cheers.
Not great.
What are you doing?
I see monsters on vacation.
What do you think, guys? Should we move here?
I got a house around there.
Nice.
Pack up your stuff, we're going.
As I tried my best to work abroad, I still was facing the same stresses that weighed on my shoulders when I was in LA. I'm talking emails, Slack, Microsoft Viva, Monday.com, Asana, Evernote. It went on and on.
What is happening?
That's when I learned a special word that the citizens of Croatia rely upon.
There's this sort of philosophy and way of life that goes on here. They call it pomalo. It's a word that sort of says, take it easy, stop stressing out, man. Let the world come to you.
Pomalo.
So I'm just gonna have to say, pomalo, man. Someone's looking at me. What? What, bro? I'm just making a vlog, dude. Relax. Pomalo.
With pomalo as my new attitude, I went about in Croatia wondering if this was the type of country where I could live. I did not like the fish-smelling towelette. They did have a bottled water called Saguaro, shout out to my hometown of Tucson. And they had drinks called the Blue Balls Mojito and D's Nuts. Kind of delicious. And they also had open tennis courts. One of my favorite things is to violently grunt watching players hit the ball.
Why is everything sexualized here?
Yo, we party every day like an endless summer.
So we made it to this incredible beach in Bol, B-O-L, like Bol Bol or Manute Bol. They've got like full food cart stands. Everything's just peaceful. You gotta pay for the toilet though.
Hi, one for men. After paddleboarding to a beach bar, gaining roughly 14 pounds and almost wiping out on a jet ski, I finally called my boss with an update on Bradley Cooper.
Hey man, just so you know, Bradley Cooper, no response. Like his manager actually told me to stop contacting him. Yeah, Cooper was a long shot anyway. That would mean we're down to Pauly Shore. Give him a buzz, and if that doesn't work out, call one of the Coreys. Which one's alive?
Do you have their info? Hello? God damn it.
You know I'm down with the mic styling.
My man Stanko said he could organize some pickup basketball. Even though I was 3 beers deep, I was ready to bring some game. I mean, come on, this was me dunking just like 30 years ago.
All right, me and my homie Greg and our kids are pulling up to play some locals and hoops. I haven't played in a minute, but there's already one of the guys smoking a cigarette on the court to start. I feel confident, but they are all from Croatia, which means there could be like a hidden Nikola Jokic up in this mother.
The only shoes I had were Dad A6. Our kids had Crocs, but we liked our chances. And we got our asses kicked. Well, with an incredible journey behind us, it was time to get back to work, back to LA, and back to start living my life with a newfound attitude from here on out.
Pomalo,
Pomalo.
Pomalo.
Pomalo!
You can't look back. Oh, there's a murder on the ship with the white goes adrip. Oh, in the wake of the blood on the deck. He says, son, it's your fault. I caught by a moth, and then she cuts me open, takes my piece. All the gods in the game, you know they were all insane, but in a different world through Satan's eyes, I see monsters on vacation.